I'm going to recreate this Kirkland sign using a piece of scrap wood. I buy like a crate of them from Facebook Marketplace for about 20 bucks, and I probably get at least 20 pieces of scrap wood. So we're going to call this like $1. So the Kirkland sign is actually a canvas, but I thought it would look really good on wood. And so I'm just covering it, as you see here, with the linen chalk paint from Rust-Oleum. And then once it's dry, I'm going to go ahead and put this vinyl down. I just used pink because it's something I had extra of, because I am going to peel these off. And this font is Aldine 721. And I'm just going to put this vinyl down, and then I'm going to paint over the top, and that's why it doesn't matter what color the vinyl is. And so the sign from Kirkland's is a 10 by 24, and this one is 8 by 16. That's the sign size I did. And once I get that all measured correctly, because I do not want it crooked, I'm going to go ahead and put the vinyl letters down. And then I'm going to take elephant chalk paint from Waverly, and I'm just going to paint over the whole thing. And once the chalk paint is dry, the fun part happens where I just peel the letters back, and then it will give kind of like a stencil look, so you won't see vinyl. I really like this look, and I haven't done a whole lot of kind of this reverse method before, and I really like it. And so the sign looked like it was a little bit distressed, so I went ahead and I took my sandpaper and just kind of ran it across to make it look distressed. Now, in hindsight, I think what I would have liked to have done is just to dry brush maybe like the slightest bit of the elephant across, but I was worried I might get too much paint down. So anyhow, I just go ahead and I just sand, and I just get kind of that rustic look, and that's it. This was like a super easy project, but I love the way it looks, and it just really adds something to my decor. And so theirs was $49.99, and I made mine for around $1. Earlier this year, I did a mystery box challenge with the Lisas of YouTube, and we've gotten back together today to do high-end store dupes for you. So I will link the playlist down below, and this was hosted by Living My Best Life with Lisa Marie, and I will link her channel down below as well. This dupe is definitely my favorite. The Kirkland sign is a 12 by 12, and I am able to also make a 12 by 12. So I'm going to use this canvas that I have in my stash, but I just looked it up on Michael's because I usually buy them in bulk, and it's $12.99 for 7 of them. So it comes out to be, with tax, around $2 a piece for one of these canvases. So what I'm going to do is kind of do a reverse canvas here. So I'm going to take the canvas off, and I just do that by cutting around the staples. Now you can pull all the staples out if you like, but that is way too much work for me, and I think swear words might happen if I try to do it that way. And this way works just fine. So I will go ahead and I will peel the canvas away, and we will be using this, so I will set it aside. before I start painting this project, I'm going to put some of my catch surface down. It's a reusable surface that you can paint, and it just collects the paint and scraps and whatever, and then I just put it back down onto its backing when I'm done with it. And love, love, love this thing. It just, you know, keeps the paint off of my desk. So now I'm going to paint both the frame and the pumpkin, and I'm going to use some old paint. I think it's, oh, I forget, Apple Barrel, I don't remember what brand. It's just cheap Walmart paint for probably 75 cents. I'm just going to squirt a little bit in here with some water, and so that it will look more like a stain, and then I will just wipe the excess off, and I think it makes a really neat look. Okay, I'm going to do the reverse vinyl method once again, and these fonts are, for the cursive, they're, I already forgot what I said, oh, hello. Hello, the text is Brickley Script, and then for the fall, it's just Arial, just good old Arial. So I will go ahead and put this down. Now here is probably the hardest part, but not really that hard, is when I'm painting over this, I'm not painting the whole pumpkin. I'm just going to paint the outline of the pumpkin. So I take one of my flat, straight brushes here, and I'm going to slowly go around the edge of the pumpkin. Now, of course, I speed it up for you, but I really took my time in going around so that I was leaving that wood border. So once I get my outline, I will paint over the whole inner portion. While that is drying, I'm going to go over here now and work with the canvas. So I'm using some washi tape that I have in my stash, but Dollar Tree does sell it. And what's great about washi tape is it comes up really easily, but it also helps get you those straight lines. So I went ahead and I measured this out, and I think it was like about an inch in from where I cut it, and I put a piece of washi tape. Now I put another piece right next to it, and then I'm putting a third strip next to it. And then what I will do is I'll peel up that middle strip. Now I have a perfect, you know, measurement there of my stripe. Now, in the Kirkland's one, it was 3 stripes, and mine is only going to be 2. And that's just because I think I used a thicker tape. So anyhow, I end up liking how it looks. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tape all of this down. So I will have 2 stripes, big space, 2 stripes, big space, 2 stripes. And then once I get all my washi tape down, I'm going to go ahead and use elephant chalk paint to fill in those stripes. Once I peel up the tape, I'm just going to take my little nail file here and I'm just going to kind of distress just a little bit to give it that extra rusticness. And now that my background's complete, I'm going to come over here and work on my pumpkin. So my Rust-Oleum paint is kind of getting to its end. It's getting kind of thick. I need a new can. So it was thick and it didn't go on super smooth. So I'm kind of just running my piece of sandpaper over it just to kind of smooth the paint out, because it kind of, you could see some brush strokes and it was bugging me. So now is the fun part again, peeling up the vinyl and revealing that wood look underneath. And now it's just a matter of assembling everything. So I put my pumpkin down on the background, kind of check out where it all is going to lay. And first things first is I'm going to actually get that canvas onto the back of this frame again. And so I will hold it taut and use my staple gun and add that to the back of the frame. And real quick here, I'm just doing a quick gray, it's like a gray denimish bow that I will add on to the pumpkin at the end. And that's it, just putting it all together, and this is complete. I love this sign. It's just so different. I love the colors in it. So it's definitely one of my favorite dupes I've done. I was able to make this for around $4, and Kirkland's wanted $34.99 for theirs. Pillow covers are super easy to dupe. So I started out with this pillow that I picked up at the 99-cent store for $3.99. I thought it was super cute for Halloween. But what I thought would be a good idea is to flip it over and use and put a fall thing on it, and that way it would be like a dual pillow. So I go ahead and I take the bottom apart and I pull all the stuffing out. And now if you just want a plain pillow cover, they sell them at Hobby Lobby for $3.99, so same exact price for a pillow cover ready to go. And now I want to just prep my cover here by pressing it down. This is my heat press that I received from Vivo Home, and it's a really helpful thing to have. I am not a big fan of the iron, and I can't believe how fast it is by using this. And they are really quick with shipping, so you get it within like 2 to 4 days when you order from this company. They even gave me a discount code. It's a 12% off by using my name, Lisa, Lisa. Again, I will put that down below in my description. So for my first layer, I'm doing the orange leaf, and as you saw, I was measuring it to make sure I centered it. Then I put the Teflon paper piece that comes with the heat press in between the image and my heat press, and I heat it down for 15 seconds, and that's all it takes. Once that has cooled down, then you can lift the paper or the backing off of the heat transfer vinyl. And I go really slow just because this was my very first time doing this, and I couldn't believe how easy it was, and now I want to make pillow covers for everything. Now, how did I get this exact looking vinyl look? Well, what I did is I just designed it myself in Design Space, and it wasn't very hard. The only part that was hard for me was finding a circle that was thin enough, the lining, because all of them are like super thick. So I went into Creative Fabrica, which is a graphic site where you can download SVGs, and I've been using them for about a year. They have so many amazing freebies. And the circle here just cost me $1 to download. And then I just typed my words in, and it was super easy to make. So also Creative Fabrica was nice enough to also give me a deal for you guys. And right now you can have unlimited access to their site for only $1 for a whole month. So again, that will be linked below. Now I flipped my cover inside out, and I'm just going to heat my image from the inside or on the back side of the image for about 10 seconds. You see me kind of moving it around here, and that's just because this is a 9x9 press and my image was bigger than that. But that's it. That is all I had to do to make this cute pillow cover. I just put the stitching or the stuffing back into it and stitched it back up. I actually stitched it back up with hot glue to make it a lot easier. So the Kirkland's pillow is normally $34.99 and I made this for just $5. This is another easy dupe to make, especially with some Dollar Tree products. So this is one of the Cathedral signs from Dollar Tree. I had already spray painted it gray for another project that I ended up not using, so it was all ready to go for me. And I just grabbed a couple of these picks also from Dollar Tree, and I just arrange them down onto this just like in the picture. Now they kind of had theirs hanging like more where the flowers and pumpkins were facing downward, and I just chose to face them upward because I just prefer that look. But other than that, that's pretty much what I did. I just used the picks that I had, and then I used gray gingham bow, so it's like the one in the picture, and that's it. It was a super easy project, and I really think it adds a lot to my fall decor. I was able to dupe this Kirkland's item for only $4, saving $15. This is another really easy dupe. I just took these products from Dollar Tree. So one of these little wood signs here from, I already said Dollar Tree, you know, from Dollar Tree. Even the cardstocks from Dollar Tree, it's their little like shiny one, but when you flip it over, it's like a wood color and it matched this sign perfectly. And then this case of 4 votive holders, only $1. So I will put those down along the top, and then I'm going to put the metal word. Now, they have out right now, it says thankful, welcome, and grateful, I think, are the 3 metal words that are out right now during fall, and I didn't have any of the thankful left. So it would be a legit dupe if I would have had some of the metal left that said thankful. So I used welcome, but they do have thankful. And I'm just using E6000 and hot glue to put these votive candles down and votive candle holders down. And then I will use E6000 to put the welcome on. Now I'm just going to put it on the contact points, which is just 3 spots. And I will use my clamps there also from Dollar Tree to hold this in place and dry overnight. That's it. That was all this project was, and I can't believe how much money they wanted for this and how easy I could make it for a fraction of the cost. So $34.99 or $3. I hope you enjoyed these Kirkland dupes. I had so much fun making them. Let me know down in the comments which one was your favorite or which one you plan to recreate. Don't forget to check out the Lisas of YouTube playlist down below and check out the stores that they duped. Until next time, happy crafting!